Alright, next up is Athos.
Unaan says to Athos defend, and she's gonna go back over towards this door. Oh, she's gonna go there. Yeah, no, she'll go to this door. Doors go inward, right?
Yes, into the room.
Unsure of who or what might be in there, she's gonna hold on to the door just to keep it closed. That's her whole thing. Just trying to keep at least something not from flanking.
I'm guessing Ellis shouted that thing loud enough so that at least like those three could hear.
He's shouting it loud enough that he pretty much alerted everyone on the floor.
Okay.
He's also one responsible for summoning the mummies, so they are like kind of just linked in.
Well, I know. I'm just saying. So like, the party has something where they can say, "So did something happen?" It's more of like, is it the party aware of like? Apparently, this dude has some beef with me.
No, I don't think the party knows that he has beef with you.
Party does not know. Party knows that someone shouted "die."
Yeah.
Well, no. There's also the thing about like his prize.
That was muttered towards you
Oh, okay.
as he tried to stab you.
Is it my turn then? Or enemy?
It is not. It is Muck and Fipe's turn. And double checking with how they can do. Movement can be heard in the center room as two things move closer, obviously towards the door, and you can hear them muttering something. Or Athos would be able to hear them, at least.
She's still holding onto this door pretty tightly, but she is now looking at that door, so Kaz would be well aware she heard something.
Yeah, Kaz heard it. He's like right there.
I'm just saying if you didn't, then she's given a sign like, hey, something.
Yeah.
Shit's about to hit the fan.
Kinda. Unaan's command to her was to defend so that they don't get flanked.
Yep.
Who's up after these guys on kill?
Well, Fipe and Muck, apparently what they were mumbling about, or talking about in that room, was a simultaneous cast together of Ray of Frost at the door, breaking it down. So that door was destroyed.
Cast fireball. Oh wait,
Counter their Ray of Frost with Fireball.
you know that third level spell that we always have.
Next up is...
Did you want to use the movement tool? Oh, you just have it written destroy door. Okay.
How the fuck did I fuck up the goddamn turn order so bad? Next up is fucking Tarus. And then it's Unaan again. Or Unaan. Then Kaz. I don't know how
Sounds right.
That was my bad. So it's not Kaz's turn, it's Tarus' turn now.
Okay. Full round action spell combat. 1 melee, 1 spell. That is a crit on the melee. We have to confirm, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
God damn it. 20 into a 1, so I'm guessing that's a normal hit.
Out of curiosity, what's your total attack? Even with that one?
25. Wait, with the total attack with the 1 would be 6.
Okay. Not high enough then. I dumbed down their AC as well, because I'm pretty sure none of you can easily hit an AC of 20.
I've got about a 20% chance.
I have about a 25%.
Unaan's weapons have a +1 and a +2 to hit, and Athos has a +4 to hit. So, she kinda does. Unaan pretty much doesn't.
But yes, Taurus, that is a normal attack.
So, and does a 18 touch attack hit it for the spell?
Yes.
As I cast Disrupt Undead.
Nice.
Curiosity though, you doing a melee and a spell at the same time, does that thing that allows you to do that also prohibit being attacked back for casting something in melee range?
Yes. It's the big thing with the Magus. I use my whole turn to cast one attack and one spell, and I forgot to do the negative. So it's actually 23 total and 16 touch.
Well, it's still hit. But yeah,
Okay.
I'm asking, though, explicitly to see if it says you are not prone to attacks of opportunity for casting the spell.
Nope.
Because otherwise you would be.
That wouldn't work well with the other Magus thing, 'cause it's like casting touch spells.
I feel like that would defeat the purpose of the Magus.
Are you just base Magus?
Yes.
No, he's a war warder.
Well, yeah, that's the other thing.
That's what he
But
was
this
asking.
is from
Noah.
base Magus, though.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So 5 positive energy damage against it, and 13 physical. Magic physical on the adamantine mace.
Oh, the mummy page actually doesn't say it has a weakness to, like, positive energy. It's just vulnerable to fire.
Huh.
Weird. Regardless, between the 5 magical and 13, or 5 positive and 13 magical physical, it is dead. You done killed it.
Yeah.
It sprawls
Good
out all
job.
over you.
Do I get a face full of mummy ashes?
It falls forward as you hit it with the mace, and... What spell were you casting?
Disrupt Undead, it's pretty much, I had the mace below me, so I uppercut it at its head, and then just immediately put my hand towards its chest and shot a beam through it.
Okay. Yes, as you did that, it falls forward, kind of like falling into you before it turns into dust. Dying.
Ew.
Spell combat doesn't say that it prevents attacks of opportunity.
Does it not?
It just says that if you cast offensively, you apply additional penalties as standard.
Okay, I need to figure out what the hell was giving me that then, because I had that on the lion guy from the one game, Tim.
It might have been a feat.
I know there was a feat for it.
If he survives 13 physical, take the opportunity attack on me.
He actually does not survive that. I cut their HP in
Okay.
half. Or more than half, I think.
Now I must do research.
Yeah, I cut their HP in a sixth. Their average HP. So, coincidentally, even if that didn't kill him, his attack of opportunity roll failed, so...
Does that mean Noah's spell still goes off even though it dies? Or does he keep the spell slot?
It's a cantrip.
Oh, okay. Never mind then. Doesn't matter.
Alright, well, Tarus' turn is done with the one mummy dead. Goes to... Unaan.
I think I might have figured it out here, Cole.
I'm sorry, what?
Figured what out?
The thing for Noah, but
Oh.
it depends on what happens. I don't know. One thing is saying if you cast as use a swift action spell, spells don't provoke if their cast time is less than a standard action. So I don't know if that's what's going on with this thing, but maybe, I don't know. I don't know if it alters casting time to less than a standard. Anyway, Unaan is going to go into doorway. Spells you can cast into combat, right? It's the weapons that you can't.
Come again?
Weapons have a penalty when you... Ranged weapons have a penalty when you're shooting into combat, but spells, since of their innate nature, they don't. I couldn't find anything.
Yeah, as far as I'm aware, they can't hit an ally unless, like, they're in direct line of sight. Or you're somehow distracted. In which case, that'd be a concentration roll.
Okay.
That still exists in Pathfinder.
Well, in that case, I'm going to move there, and even though I don't do much, I'm going to cast Acid Splash.
Okay.
You don't add anything to that, do you?
Nope.
I'm making a ranged touch attack, sorry. Do you add anything to ranged touch attacks? I can't remember.
Dex.
In that
It
case,
is-
that
Yeah.
would be 18 to hit.
You hit it. Or, you hit him. Rather.
For 1 damage.
Woo, 1 damage.
It only deals a D3, so...
Better than nothing. Well, it's basically frost, but acid, so.
Right. So yeah, I hurl a little ball of acid at him, basically. Alright. That's the end of my turn.
And now it is Kaz's.
Hey, it's me.
So Tata's, just as a reminder, that door is no longer there. And there
Yeah, I
are
know.
two dudes right there. Okay. Just making sure.
Trying to think of what I want to do. Am I able to scoot past Unaan? If I go into the room?
I mean, technically you can move through ally squares, so...
Yeah, that's one rule I never agreed with, though.
Well, I mean, that.
Alrighty.
If you want proof of me not agreeing with it, refer back to the BB Goblins thing that we did.
I mean, I believe you, but then it's your call. If you don't want to encode that, then
Yeah,
our answer.
it's the one thing I don't want to include. If you want to go through an ally space, and there's like obviously not enough room, considering where the dresser is in this case, and the wall, you're gonna have to either try to slide by them, essentially being like rough terrain, so it's double movement, or if you want to use regular movement, so it's only a 5-foot space, you're gonna have to do an acrobatics check.
It's less about allowing you through your allies and more the enclosed terrain.
I don't have either of those.
Like, if this was just like an open field and whatnot, and you wanted to just like go through their square, I'd have no problem with that, but...
I mean, keep in mind, you can prepare actions for specific triggers.
Not to mention, you could also, you know, not be in line of sight of 2 potential people.
I know. I don't have much option other than to literally retreat.
Oh, I found out you actually add your Bab to it too, so that Acid Splash's attack is the same. Never mind. I have a +0.
Yeah, it's treated as a ranged attack still.
I know, I just wanted to make the joke of like, oh, actually I can add my Bab of 0 to
Nice.
hit for the same.
Nice.
Believe it or not, their touch attack's really low.
Tate, you do have Athos right there.
Are you saying
Yeah.
that Kaz doesn't have a single ranged attack?
I've got a Ray of Frost, but I can't be in line of sight of these boys.
You can cast and then move.
Can I?
Yes.
Yeah.
No. This Ray of Frost is only a standard action.
Where was I?
You were right there.
Tate, actions inside
Yeah.
of the game aren't in a specific order. They can be done however you want, typically.
You
It's
just can't do like move, cast, move unless you have a specific feat.
Okay, so
Right.
yeah, that's... I did not know that. Alright, cool. Well then... Kaz, after seeing the door get splintered into pieces with ice shards, he's gonna try and join in on that fun and fire a Ray of Frost at Feepy. Feep.
Right now it's a name fight.
Felipe without the
I was gonna say
L.
Felipe as well.
No, it's Feepy.
Felipe without the L.
It's fine, goddammit.
To make your ranged attack to
Ooh, I could do that. Alright, instead of a Ray of Frost, he's gonna do a Daze at Feepy.
Oh. So Cal is making a wisdom save of what?
Wisdom save of 13. I'm gonna try. Oh wait, I forgot. You don't roll for spells, do you?
Depends
Yeah,
on
you
the
do.
kind of spell.
In this case, Cal is rolling because he has to resist the effect.
Right.
Yeah.
I used to play an enchantment sorcerer. So for once I'm actually in my element.
Yeah.
What's the save DC?
13.
5 resists.
Damn.
Now you're right.
And that means you take nothing. And then after that, he's just gonna kind of step behind Aethys.
Tate, I would recommend one more over. Just so that way the mummy can't like break down the door and come slap you.
If the mommy's breaking down the door, it's slapping at us.
Yeah.
Most likely with the door, but we'll see.
Strength contest, doors off
Nope.
its hinges.
No strength contest to keep the door shut?
Well, that is Kaz's turn, unless he wants to say something really quick to Athos or something.
I'm not, there's two guys there, Aethys.
She says I'm aware.
Okay, next up is Mummy 4. Where is Mummy 4? There's Mummy 4. Mummy 4 walks up to the door and opens it.
You guys have mending, right?
Yeah.
Then the mummy takes another step forward after opening up the door, and that is Mummy 4. Mummy 1 walks up behind Mummy 4. That is it.
Mummy 1 hugs Mummy 4.
Mummy 2
Pushes it forward.
tries to open up the door, realizes that it doesn't want to budge, and begins attacking the door. And then the DM realized he lost his mummy page.
Ouch.
There's the mummy page.
Mending works on an object up to 1 pound per level.
Oh, never mind. The doors are 1 pound.
Jared, I was gonna let that be a thing to develop naturally, where he goes, huh, this might take a while.
Mummy hits the door and splinters quite a bit. It can obviously see Athos.
That means he can deal more than 5 damage. Fuck. That's not actually fuck. I don't think anyone can die from 5 hits. 5 hits?
5 hits will kill.
I think plenty of us can die from 5 hits.
5 hits for undamaged might not kill. Might.
Well, that is Mummy 2's turn. It is top of the list with Cardum.
Cool. Cardum is gonna hiss in Ellis's ear. The dead are not your playthings! And then just unleash on his fucking face with his fists. I'm doing non-lethal damage, by the way.
Did you whisper that, or did you say that?
I hissed it in his ear. So, yes, I
Essentially.
basically whispered it.
Whispered somewhat loudly.
Yeah, kinda.
Cause did not hear that.
That is a 21 to hit
You hit.
for 9 damage. I only have 2 attacks, right?
For a first level monk, yeah, you should only have 2.
I can never remember properly. 17? I'm sorry. No, God, no. 14 to hit.
14 does not hit.
Okay.
That second hit grazes and misses overall.
Yep. Next turn.
Well, next up is Ellis, and I was having trouble doing math. What's 35 minus 9? 2 something? May have had to pull out a calculator for it.
I forgot. Did anyone else put on the prisoner's rings?
No.
Okay.
It's just me and you.
Well, Lamb, Ellis is going to be casting Hold Person on you.
Do I get an attack of opportunity?
Yes, because it is that close.
Just making sure.
Only one attack, though. You don't, like, get 2 fists worth of damage.
Yeah. And I miss.
Did you, roll lower than a 15?
Yep. I rolled a 3,
Okay, then.
which is a total of 9, but... Wait, you said it was whole person?
Yes. Which means you need to roll a will save.
Are you fucking kidding me?
What'd you get?
I got 6.
Ouch.
Yeah.
Do you have any spell resistance?
Nope.
Okay.
Yeah, not much I could fucking do when I rolled 2 3s in a row.
Well, you are now paralyzed then. For...
This counts as mind affecting, but that doesn't matter. Don't get enough of a bonus in that case.
Oh wow, the duration on Hold Person's kind of stupid.
Yep. I get a new saving throw after every turn though.
Yeah. But, Ellis is level 7.
Yep. I guessed with that much health.
Actually, I minimized his health. That extra health was from one of his spells that he always has prepared on him, along with Mage Armor. That said, you are paralyzed then for 7 rounds, because, damn. Which means you are aware and you breathe normally, but cannot take any actions, even speech. And you can obviously attempt a new saving throw to end the effect on each of your turns. So, next up is Saandip.
I will move and attack Zombie 4. Mummy 4. Why did I say zombie?
If it means anything, I was looking for a zombie model, but then I saw mummy, I'm like, that's good enough. And then I looked up what the mummy stats were. And I was just like, what the fuck?
12.
You hit.
To be fair, a mummy is basically just a better preserved zombie.
True, but these are imperfect, so...
5 damage.
What'd you hit the mummy with?
Light mace.
As you hit the mummy with your light mace, you take a good chunk out of it. You can obviously tell that these things are not anyway perfected. And the mummy is looking to be in bad shape. Next up is Athos.
Can she attack through the door?
Does she have a ranged spell?
No. I meant, like, is it close enough and she can reach through and, like, grab it? If it made a hole. But if the hole's not big enough, it's just enough to see, but not enough to reach through, that's fine.
It's a hole big enough for, like, magic missile. I mean, yeah, she could reach through, but it wouldn't be, like, for being able to properly deal damage against it. It'd be more for, like, trying to grab onto it and grappling. Granted, Athos could also try to kick open the door so hard that it kicks into the mummy and just, like, runs him into the wall. I don't know what Athos' strength score is.
See, the thing is, you actually read my mind. Because that was the second thing. If it was, like, not quite, like, well then. So yeah, she's going to kick in the door. Her strength score, by the way, is 16. So it's a +3. Is this just a base strength? Just roll plus modifier?
I don't know of any rules that are specific to kicking down doors besides strength.
No, I don't know if it technically counts as an attack.
Does as an improvised weapon, but I mean, that's just kind of a thing that happens. Since the mummy is so close to the door as you're kicking it down.
True. Well, in that case, that is a 15 on the check.
Alright, well, because of the damage done to the door already, with a strength check of 15, you are able to break down the door, kind of splintering it, based on these doors apparently were modified by whoever, to be weakened. Obviously for the mummies to be able to get through. That said, roll me a 1d4.
I already have that up, Jared.
Okay.
1.
I'm fine with that. Some of the splinters from the door as you break it down end up hitting the mummy for 1 damage.
Was that her entire turn, or was that just a standard?
I'd classify that as a standard.
Then the rest of her turn is her move action, which is to walk forward in front of its face. And that's that. I wasn't sure where I was going to move her, but I decided, you know what, enemy's right in front of her face.
Oh. I knew I should have ran back here.
Alright, after Athos, it is Muck and Fipes.
Yep.
Alright, Muck moves outside the door. Looks to his right. And casts Spectral Hand against Saandip. First one that he sees. Wow. Poor Muck. Spectral Hand, by the way, costs the caster 1d4 hit points. That returns at the end of a spell, but Muck just rolled a 4 on that. After casting that, he yells to Fipe that people are to the right. So Fipe comes out, turns the corner, and casts Ray of Enfeeblement against Saandip as well. Spectral Hand, by the way, is a thing that will be done for next round. It's essentially a conduit for spells, if you will. Saandip, I need a fort save.
20.
Aha. Okay, well, you don't take the full effect, you take half the effect. As you take a penalty to strength of 6 for 3 rounds. Oh, so your strength score cannot drop below a 1. Oh wait, you said, you made the fort save. You drop strength score by 3. Sorry, not 6.
I was about to say, Jesus Christ, what level spell did he cast that at?
That was a level 1 spell.
Well, the thing that does is it puts me at a medium load.
Well, that is Muck and Fipe's turn. It is Tarus.
I see those two come around the corner and start attacking Saandip. I just yell, Dorok! As I charge toward them with my adamantine mace. And slap Muck across the face with it. Does an 18 hit.
An 18 hits. These guys are necromancers. Their AC is not that high.
How long does the ray last?
3 rounds.
Muck takes 14 points of non-lethal damage as I slap my mace to his head. With not using the pointy bit.
Okay. You knock Muck unconscious with that charge.
I just look at Pike then.
And since he's unconscious, his hand disappears because he can't concentrate on keeping the spell up.
If you remember, Dorok was the activation word for the mace.
Alright, after Tarus, it was Unaan.
Unaan is gonna say, as he's gonna do what he's doing, he's gonna yell, Kaz, Karnam needs our help. Move there and try his acid again. Well, that's an 8.
8 against what?
Touch.
Yeah, no. Alice is not affected.
Yeah.
Okay, it is Kaz's turn up.
Alright. Kaz hearing that call and seeing things being dealt with over here. Like, one of those guys is unconscious. Turns and runs into the room. Gets to about there. Didn't I have a speed of 30? Yeah, alright. He's gonna get to there and he's gonna cast Ray of Frost at us.
Okay. Range touch attack.
Yep. Probably a miss.
Oh, you'd be surprised. What'd you get?
I got... I think an 8 because you just add your
You add your dex and
Bad,
your
right?
Dex and BAB.
Okay.
It's still a ranged attack, Tate.
Okay, yeah, so an 8.
In which case, yes, you do not hurt Ellis with the Ray of Frost. Alright, after Kaz, it is Mummy 4. Who is in the doorway across from Saandip. Who is going to be striking at Saandip. Who critically fails attacking Saandip.
Nice.
Can he lose his arm if he rolls a 1 again? I guess to say he's coming
He does
undone.
not lose his arm. Oh, that was Mummy 4's turn. Mummy 1 can't do anything. Mummy 2 attacks Athos. I'm pretty sure 21 hits Athos' AC.
just barely.
Let's be glad the mummies aren't doing 1d8 10. Or 1d8 plus 10. The mummy hits Athos for 3.
Okay. Right now she's at a 19 if you're curious.
And after that, we're back at the top of the list with Karnam, who is paralyzed.
Will saves, yeah.
With a 21.
We double
On a
check what
will
the hell
save.
the score was.
Karnam is not amused.
I'm sorry, it's a 23.
Doesn't matter. Either way, you actually broke out of the paralyzation.
Yeah, he's basically just gonna push forward out of it and just roar in Ellis's face.
Oh, I thought it was because the power of friendship, because you heard Unaan care about you, and Kaz came and also failed at trying to save you. They do care. They just suck.
I don't like spellcasters.
I mean, to be fair, Tate, Ellis isn't moving.
You're also level 1. Like, spellcasters get really good once you actually start getting, like, a good selection of spells. And once you actually, like, understand what they do.
So, with Astomoi, would they have been able to see through the walls that the mummies were there?
No, their vision basically counted like they have dark vision up to 60 feet.
Okay.
That's how it works, except it's for all their senses that can't be fully utilized.
Well, after that, then it is Ellis's turn. I had to double check to see if it was a full round action lamb or not. I was pretty sure it was, but just wanted to double check.
The what?
You breaking out of hold person.
It is. It takes place at the end of my turn.
Alright, well, Ellis is going to be casting one of his most powerful spells, called Black Tentacles.
Do I get a punch on this? I don't know if I actually have a reaction.
I'm gonna go ahead and say yes. Since this is a proper standard action spell of his.
12? Because I already used my fucking 6 to 20.
Against regular AC?
Yep.
Does not hit. Out of everyone here, this is the tankiest guy with an AC of 15.
Yeah, I mean, I would actually hit him if I could roll, like, a 10. No, I keep rolling, like, below an 8.
Well, that said, he is casting Black Tentacles, which is a 20-foot radius spread of a field of rubbery black tentacles appearing, burrowing up from the floor and reaching for any creature in the area.
Oh god, it just broke through 2 floors. That's a lot of damage.
That's a lot of damage. God damn it. I hate you, Noah.
The point of origin, by the way, is going to be on Karnam, so Unaan, Kaz, and Karnam, you're all under effect.
Is it a 20-foot field, or is it a 20-foot radius?
20-foot radius.
Okay.
Radius spread.
Of what?
Black Tentacles. You guys are going to need to roll a CMD.
Wait, we don't roll a CMD, we have a CMD.
What? A CMD?
Combat Maneuver Defense.
I don't know since I had to deal with fucking CMB and CMD.
So the tentacles
Hey, cool,
would be rolling a
nice.
CMB,
Awesome.
and we would be rolling a CMD. Tate, you don't have to roll. It should just be on your sheet.
Oh, it's a 12.
Same, mine's 12.
18.
Lamb, you said you had an 18?
18.
And Marcus and Tate, both of your CMDs
12.
were below a 16?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Well, the tentacle spring up under each of you. The one springing up underneath Cardum misses, failing to actually deal any damage or grappling. The other two that spring up underneath Unaan and Kaz do actually grab onto their foe. Kaz is taking... Kaz is taking 5 points of damage, and Unaan is taking 6 points of damage. And both of you are now grappled.
That was worth half of my health.
Tate's too.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, you guys kind of pissed him off.
By missing.
Correction. He pissed them off.
By he, do you mean Carnum?
Yes.
Wow, really? This isn't even a fucking concentration spell?
Yeah, no, I was looking at it and I'm just like, oh.
What the fuck?
Well, after casting that, Ellis says, I blame you for ruining... Brain just lost where I was going with that wording. For ruining our competition, and you will have to pay. And it is obviously loud enough for Kaz and Unaan to hear. And that'll be Ellis's turn, and next up is Saandip.
I'll go for another attack.
Well, if you want compensation, if you want pay.
Tate, your characters won't be able to repay him even if he accepted.
I know.
13.
To hit, you hit. AC Mummies is 10 if you're wondering.
7 damage.
To Mummy 4, kills that mummy. As he dies, and I mean, I guess death animation is falling forward, but now he just kind of disappears.
He's just a pile of bandages on the floor.
More or less. You gonna do anything else after that?
Nope.
Alright, Athos is up.
Athos is going to full round action attack Mummy for 3 attacks. Does a 17 hit?
Like I just said, the AC of the mummies is 10.
So then all 3 would hit. That's a total of 9 damage.
I get to
Nope.
Mummy 2?
That's a total of 18 damage. And yes, against Mummy too. I'm assuming she just rips it apart.
Yeah, you dealt exactly double its remaining HP. So if you have something in mind of how the mummy dies, go for it.
She thrusts one hand in, thrusts the other hand in, and then headbutts it while pulling the hands apart to rip it in half.
Alright, and that's how Mummy 2 dies. That said, Athos is also aware of what just happened to Unaan.
Yeah. And with that, she turns around. Can't move, but she's ready.
Okay. Muck is unconscious, he can't do anything. Fipe is up and well. Also be glad that Ellis does not have Greater Black Tentacles as a spell.
Hell, Black Tentacles on his own is fucking insanity.
Yeah, but Greater Black Tentacles is 46 plus 13 points of damage to grappled creatures.
Also a level 6 spell, which isn't that much higher than what it already is.
Yeah. Too many
Or
pages.
Mythic Black Tentacles.
I mean, for a Mythic level, I'm not going to have you guys fight a Mythic level.
Mythic Tears.
Unless you piss him off.
I mean, I thought about having, like, a level 20 character you guys are trying to fight, but I looked at some of the stats available, and I'm just like, that would one-shot them, that would one-shot them, that would one... Okay. Fipe is going to be casting... Wait. Casting Chill Touch onto Tarus.
Am I able to use my reaction to hit him during this?
Yeah, you get an attack for opportunity.
I miss. With an 8.
Yes, you do. Well, the first Chill Touch misses. I rolled a 1. I fucking rolled another 1. Thank God. Does the 20 hit your touch AC?
Yeah.
Okay. Can you roll me a Fortitude save?
15.
Well, you saved on that. Okay. So you don't take the 1 point of strength damage. You will still take some damage from this. And apparently for damage rolls, I'm just rolling the max, but for like attacking purposes, I'm not rolling shit all. You take 6 points of negative energy damage.
Ow. I am at 1.
You might want to back off then. Full retreat is always an option. Alright, after that, it is your turn. Coincidentally.
Dorok. Want blood. I'm gonna take an attack on him. Does a 12 hit?
Barely.
For 12 damage.
Well, you hurt Fipe pretty bad, but he is still up. Not looking great, but he's still up.
Saandip, little help.
On my way.
Alright, after Tarus, it is Unaan. Who is grappled, by the way. Unaan?
Yeah, I was just figuring out how to break out. How to get out of the grapple.
If you're grappled, you can try to break free as a standard action by rolling CMB versus CMD, or rolling Escape Artist against a DC equal to the opponent's CMD, if you're trying to get out of the grapple. Alternatively, if you don't want to escape the grapple, you can take any one-handed action, make an attack or full attack with a one-handed light weapon, or a natural weapon at a -2, where you can reach any creature and attack it. You can also attempt to cast a spell by making a concentration check.
I'm gonna try to break out of it because I'm pretty sure it has a high likelihood of killing me. Since my CMB is 0, it's a 19 on the die. So that's the total. To break out, that's what I use, right? CMB.
Yes.
Yeah, it's combat
Okay,
order.
then yeah, that's a +0. So it's 19 as a base, or as a total.
Okay, I'm not going to go with what the default thing says about Black Tentacles and what the page says about this particular character's, like, cheat, because you would not break out otherwise, and you would definitely be dead. I do not want the spell to be that powerful, so yeah, you break out. The cheat says the spell has a CMB of 15. And its CMD for breaking out would be 10 plus its CMB. So it would be 25 to fucking break out of the grapple, and that seems a bit high.
Yes, it's not possible for me.
Yeah.
I moved to there. Well,
if you break free, you can act normally, or you can become the grappler, which I don't recommend against a tentacle.
yeah, I don't really think that would work. Yeah, I'm moving out.
Alright, after that, it is Kaz's turn.
Cause Ah,
Yeah, and Kaz is grappled at the moment.
so I have to break free before I can do anything, right?
I mean, you could technically attack while here, but there's other things that would have to go into play. I just recommend getting out of the grapple.
Yeah. Hey, and what was the roll again to bonus?
CMB.
Which I don't think you
Alright,
have.
cool. I got 14.
Alright, you get out of the grapple. Granted, barely.
Alright, do I still have my full
That was-
turn, like I can move?
You can move,
You
you
can move, but you don't have a standard action.
Yeah, it was a standard action to become ungrappled. Otherwise, you can act normally.
Okay.
And like I just told
So I
Marcus,
can't
you can
move and
become...
attack, but I can...
You still have a bonus action and a move action.
Basically, your options are to move or to counter grapple the thing that damages you by touching it.
Which I don't recommend. At all.
Okay.
I also don't recommend trying to attack the tentacle. And I don't recommend moving over there because that's where the other tentacle is.
Yeah, I would recommend getting out of the room too.
I agree with Lamp.
Because it's a 20-foot radius, so it's everywhere in this room.
It's like right there.
You would technically
Wait.
be safe at that square.
It's a 20-foot radius, or is it bigger than 20 foot?
20-foot radius spread. And it got casted as Carnum as the center. So it goes up to there.
Yeah.
There we are.
Alright, Kaz is out of danger for the moment. Mummy 1 is... I actually have to do something, holy shit. Mummy 1 comes up and tries to attack Saandip. And the mummy misses. I don't even know what the hell its bonus is, but I rolled a 3.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it misses.
Oh, I think maybe its bonus is 4. So yeah, I would have been attacking for 7. Well, Mummy 1 didn't do his job. Mummy 2 is dead. Got to take him off the list. And that means we're back up at the top of the order with Carnum.
Cool, I'm gonna Thunder Punch this asshole. Or at least attempt to Thunder Punch this asshole.
Be aware that the tentacle that is essentially like next to you can attempt to grapple you again.
I got an 18 on attack.
18 hits.
Did we just fall behind today?
What?
For the time? Or was that tonight?
I mean, that was tonight. It was at 2 a.m. Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
So, right now your time should be the same as Marcus and Cal.
Yeah.
That is 8 physical and 4 thunder. Or 4 lightning, rather. Electric. Whatever the hell you want to say.
Is that Thunder Fist a spell? Or is that just...
It's an elemental fist.
Oh, okay.
So it's not a spell, but I believe it is a supernatural effect.
What was the total?
Total is 12.
Well, Ellis is looking not the greatest, but not bad.
And second attack was a 13.
13 to hit.
Yeah.
That misses.
And I can't get out of the room.
Because you spent a full round attack.
Well, there's also the fact that Tate is in my way.
True, but technically that square there is safe.
Yeah, but I'm still in line of sight of a caster.
True, but you wouldn't be next to a tentacle.
Yeah, but at least this way, if he tries to cast, I can maybe do something.
Oh.
Also, I didn't necessarily spend the... Well, yeah, I did, because Flurry of Blows counts as full round. Never mind.
Yeah, I was going to say, what the hell are you talking about?
Mixing up additions again.
After Cardum comes up, Ellis, which he is going to be casting Grave Touch. Casting? Actually, I don't know if that's the right word. Okay, well, yeah, he is casting it, but it is not a proper spell, so no attack of opportunity.
Okay.
It's a spell-like ability.
Gotcha.
Which he is doing a melee touch attack. Pretty sure that's not hitting. But out of curiosity, does a 6 hit your touch?
No.
Okay. Well, you do not become shaken. And Ellis is actually going to be taking a 5-foot step to the right. Why? Because he can.